Hello my friends, today I'll show you how to make a place to plant your vegetables or whatever, and I move all the other stuff and I dig a hole here and I throw all the other stuff in the hole. So let I show you what I meant. Okay, that is the place where I grow in my yard. So here you can see my old piece of wood, and that is all. I put it in that grave, in that you can say a grave, and I will cover it with ground, and then I will plant my plants on it. I think before I do anything, I must eat a piece of this. And after that, I will continue with the other job. So I will show you from start to finish. Okay, I will go now, and then I will come back to you with the other part. Okay, I will take my axe and I will chop that wood in that. Okay, and you can see there, I'm still busy now chopping the wood, small pieces. And that will take time, but you don't have to rush. You take your time. You can see, and then you can place it on certain places in the ground. You can see that I dig that hole, and I must fill it up now with compost, leaves, and wood. Anything you can use there. You can put even a cardboard inside, boxes, material from the boxes. You can put it inside. Only thing, not plastic, you do not use plastic, you see. And that is why they say you must put your layers, you see there's another layer. But every time when you put a new layer on, you can water it. It's better to water every layer, because then that will help the rotting process of the plants. So when you are planting on it, there's already water in the wood and in the other stuff, and that will make it better for the worms, the earthworms or the headworms. People mostly use when they make compost. Sorry, they use red worms also different type of worms, and that worms are going to make the ground better for the plants, to grow, because they eat the stuff underground, and then that will help for the compost, further compost. And when the roots of the plant growing deeper in the ground, they use that compost, and then they grow faster. They got a better root system, or they got better leaves, of the stems or so. And that is what, and then you can leave the ground there for actually a long time, because it took time for the plant to use all that other stuff. So you don't, only thing you can use is then you can use fertilizer on top, on the top soil. You can use fertilizer, and then that will help the process, further for the plant to grow. And when it is better then, because there's a warm underground, a coat, because you cannot sleep with a wet feet. When your feet is wet, you cannot sleep. So that is the same for the plant. And then we will grow, and then we give you pick like tomatoes or cabbage or carrots, anything you plant, even trees also. It's not necessary for only for plants, that type of the ground you are busy with now. You can use that ground for anything you want to plant. See. And most of the time, my ground, my compost or my leaves took at least 4 months. See, 4 months when I put all the leaves in a bucket or or a big jar, and then I leave it there. And every time when I clean the yard, the garden, the yard, anytime when I clean the yard, I put another leaves on top, another on top, and then I directly plant. Sorry, and then I directly plant my stuff on it. So I throw a little bit of ground on that bucket, and then I plant my even seed, also. I plant the seed in that same bucket. I am busy with my. All right, friends, and what you see now there, I'm still busy with my chopping my grass. Still, you can see I'm still busy now with my ground to level it. So I move the ground here, put it on the in the hole here, because you must complete it. And when I'm finished with it, and I will water it. I water it directly, and I give it a lot of water, because otherwise I cannot. And the reason why I want to do that, because there mustn't be air pockets in the ground, air pockets, so, and it helps the compost develop faster. See there. And that is a process, because when you are alone, but okay, you can do the right job. So that is better to work alone. not to work alone, but because you know what you will do and how you will see. You can see there. You can see it, and after that, I push it. I push it with my feet, and to make it steady. And that is fine. I like that, to work so like this. So you can do it on your own way, But when you start, don't stop and work tomorrow, because otherwise the ground will get hard, So do one job at a time. So that is it. And after I'm finished with that, you can plant on it. See, because then the ground are wet under the ground is wet, the compost is wet, the wood is wet, and the leaves also is wet, on that. And that is the main thing of it. So when I tried that method, I see it worked very well, because when I was finished there, and okay, that was now just after I'm finished there, it was just so plus minus 2 months. Yeah, plus minus 2 months, and the thing grew very, very good. Because I should show you later on the other video. I put it at the end of this one, so that I will show you what is my end product of it. And I like it, because that is good, man. And the other, that is a small, that garden is very, very small, and but I can plant a lot of things, because after that I was planting potatoes, sweet potatoes inside, and all the seeds from the fruits I ate, like peaches, prunes, apples, pears, all that seeds, I put it in the ground. I don't worry, because when it start growing, I will replace it, and maybe in pots, other houses, and then you can make bonsai trees from it, small trees. You can even, if there's a lot of ground in space in your garden, you can plant big trees. But okay, we didn't have so a big space in our garden because it was a big garden, but after we built more rooms on the premises, then we use that space, so there's not a lot of space anymore. And there's also and the other side is my neighbor asked me to park his van. He got a taxi business. He asked me to let his van stand there, and then I said, okay, it's fine. So I cannot, you see that side on the left side, there where the tree is. On that side there's a gate, and that is the place where my friend is. So fine, that is it. And there you can see is my full place. I place sand all over it. And that is the part where it's just plus minus a meter in, and then the length is 2-3 meters, yeah. So that is fine. You can see there is my new vegetables like potatoes, potatoes and beetroot. That was beetroot with my family members gave it to me, and that was already starting growing, in the bag where they keep it in the freezer. And then I decided to took that and I planted, and it's just a week, and then you can see the leaves sprout very fast. And that is now what the end product is on that ground. The ground is very good, and I'm glad to have. You can see there's the potatoes, the sweet potatoes, and I also that leaves, that flowers are from that tree there. We call it fungipani. I'm not sure what the right name is, but okay, we call it a fungipani. So that is the leaves from that, and that is the other. That is a teddy bear, the white there, stick out there. That's a teddy bear. That is, what is the name? I cannot say the name in English, but we say a speck boom, speck. So I'm not sure what the speck boom in English. Okay, that is it. I can see that is my potatoes, sweet potatoes, and there's also other leaves. And then I make a small plate there for me to sit in the garden. I sit, when I relax, I sit there in the garden, and you can see that plant there. You can see how fast it grows. See there. That is just more than a meter plus. It's more than a meter and a half or so, something like that. You can see still I going up and up and up. See that is what that plant are. And at the top of it, You can see the clouds in the outside, and that is a wider angle of that small garden, That is it. So I'm very happy to have that. And there's my teddy bears. The teddy bears people thrown away on the feet, and I bring it back. I brought it back to my garden, and I put it there just for show, So friends, that is all I can show you now, and that is what you can do when you have space of places or extra wood or extra, maybe I can say rubbish or so. You can place the rubbish on the ground, and you can start a small garden, and you can produce a lot of vegetables. Thank you very much. See you in my next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.